Welcome back, guys. Beta Ray Jim here with another hardcover haul. 4 new Omnis to add to the bookshelf. Let's do this. All right, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Here we go. 4 new books, and we're going to start it off right. The Amazing Spider-Man by J. Michael Straczynski, Volume 2. A little hesitant to pick this one up. You know, I've heard great things about it, but you cannot find Volume 1 anywhere. It's like a $500 Omni. You know, it's a very expensive Omni, very hard to find, definitely a whale. Well, they finally announced a reprint not too long back, so decided to pick up Volume 2, because I know what's going to happen. Volume 1 is going to come out, I'll pick it up, and then I can't find Volume 2. So I got Volume 2, it'll be a little bit before I read it. Not a big fan of this one, though. The square bound, not a huge fan of them. At first, I like them. I think they look great on the bookshelf, you know, that nice flat design. But like reading them and just for the sake of the spine, I don't think that's the best option. I'm glad Marvel has kind of moved away from that, from the square binding. Wish it was a rounded bind, but what can you do? Just happy to have it in the collection. Let's take a look at the back before we take a look under the hood. One of the most momentous Spidey eras of them all. Awesome, awesome. Those are the covers. Let's take a look at the contents. All right, and there we have it, some Spider-Man. Oh man, I cannot have enough Spider-Man on my shelf. One of my favorites. All right, next up, we've got some Conan. As you know, I'm collecting all the Savage Sword and the Marvel Comics group Conan books. A little bit of Dark Horse, too. Some good stuff. Big fan of Conan, love fantasy. Big fan of fantasy over sci-fi. Love them both, though. But yeah, fantasy's my thing here. So king size annual on the cover here. It's funny, with the Savage Swords, I go with the alternate art covers, and with the Marvel years, I'm going with the direct market covers. To each his own, though, of course. So let's take a look at the books that are included here. And of course, we will also... Oh, nice, it's got that What If. Thor versus Conan. Oh, man. Great issue. All right, let's take a look at the contents. All right, there we go. Conan Volume 5 going into the collection. Awesome, awesome. Next up on the list, Thunderbolts. Awesome story. I got to thank Omar from Near Mint Condition. If you don't know Omar from Near Mint Condition, go check him out for sure. A pillar of the Omnibus community. He is fantastic. I cannot recommend him enough. And he could not recommend this book enough, so I just had to get it. Thunderbolts. I've heard the major spoiler about this book, and I know basically what happens, but I haven't had a chance to read it. Can't wait to get my hands on this one. I should say my eyes on this one. Let's take a look here. Those are the covers that are in the back. Let's take a look at the contents of Thunderbolts Volume 1. And yes, Volume 2 is on the way. All right, there we go. Those are all the Omnis. What if there was another one? Oh, see what I did there? Okay, here we go. What if the original Marvel Years, Volume 1, and I know what if there's another what if coming out of the 80s books, and I can't remember if they called it Volume 2 or if it's what if the 80s or something like that, something different, but this is all the original issues of What If back in the 70s. Awesome, awesome. Let's take a look under the hood of What If, the original Marvel Years. All right, there we go. There's What If going on the collection. I've got What If, the second volume, or whatever they're going to call it, on pre-order. Can't wait to get that one in, too. Some great, great stuff there. Always liked reading those What If books. Some crazy, crazy stories. And there we have it. That's the most recent hardcover haul. I want to thank everybody for watching through the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that like button. And thank you for being here. I'm Beta Ray Jim. I'll catch you next time.